Hello, my name is Patrick Godwin, and I am here to talk about my Imagine Cup project, MRMS, the Medical Records Management System. I'm currently a junior at Port Huron Northern High School, and I am a Microsoft Student Insider for programming. First and foremost, what is MRMS? It is a framework for developing applications that will allow medical applications that allow better tracking of patients throughout a healthcare system, be it a small network, a small clinic, or be a large nonprofit organization like Doctors Without Borders. It is also a useful tool for collaboration between doctors in different countries with different specialties so that they can provide better health care for their patients. It is also an adaptable system that will evolve as medicine and technology needs it to evolve, supporting new technologies, new platforms, and it is much more than that. It is a very versatile tool. Who does it target? We're looking primarily to target small clinics who have very small patients but need more help within the community. Hospital networks that really need to share patient data between doctors and surgeons and billing departments, pharmacists. It'll allow better communication and better records handling. Also, nonprofit organizations like Doctors Without Borders, who need to get advice from different countries or to people in different countries who need to track a patient from in a developing country that has no records keeping system, from when they first enter their clinic to the day they come down with malaria, and they need to know their history. We're also looking to talk to research clinics who need a way to sort of collect data and share data based on the results of certain patients, their history. So MRMS will really help with that. How is MRMS designed? It is essentially a framework built based on modules and services. The modules are used to develop desktop applications and change based on config, allowing a pharmacist to have a certain user interface with certain features, while a doctor has a completely different set because they obviously have two different tools that they need to use. And we're hoping to apply the same thing in the web using multi-tenancy. I'm looking to apply that with multi-tenancy in ASP.NET, something I need to look into. But basically after that, all data is sent through standard services to be stored on a server. The services handle all the database communication, all of the file management. That is all done through a standard set of services so that any MRMS application can query a certain IIS server or an Azure server, and that data will be handled the same way as it would be on anything. What the application does with that data is a whole different story because that's based on the modules. What we look to add support to in the future of MRMS is new modules. We want modules that allow tracking of vaccines. I want modules that will allow management of different assets, different pharmaceuticals, billing. Third-party modules that allow, say, the CDC to track how a disease is moving through a certain region, or to see so that developers can buy a key and develop something like that for small groups who need it. More specializing, and also create a more diverse module environment, a sort of application environment, if you will, an app store. We're also looking to add support to Windows Azure. Currently, the design, I want to build an Azure system because right now I support IIS through the services, and then clients can be built on Windows for the web and be targeted on mobile/Windows Phone. And to be able to add Azure would make this a more viable solution for large nonprofit organizations who can't have on-site hosting. They're going to need a large hosting provider. So that's all I have to say about my application so far. It's in rough beta stages, I would say, but it's now that the core has been finished, it will evolve rapidly. I just want to thank you for your time. My Twitter is XImplosionX, my email is patrick@ximplosionx.com, and my website is ximplosionx.com. So you can reach me through any of those. And I just want to thank you again for your time and hope you enjoyed this presentation.